My name is Maya, and we are today in our beautiful office here, and I have one of our offices, and which you can also rent it out if you need it. It's we're here in Relation Real Estate slash EXP, and today I have a special guest, and we're going to talk about. Hi, Katie.
Hello, Katie Perez here. Thank you so much for having me.
I love how you say Perez, and I'm about to learn Spanish, so maybe next time we can talk in Spanish. That'll be super fun. I'm not going to talk too much, guys, but because I just want to let you know that we are here today to talk about our coming event this month, March 13th at 5 o'clock. It's going to be here at the Forum, and Katie, we're going to just go over a couple most important things that you guys can learn. And but let's start first. Katie, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself, your journey, and how did you get into you are certified KonMari organizing consultant?
Correct.
Okay.
A lot to say.
Yeah, and but most people kind of know and they heard about KonMari from Netflix or different ways. Right. But I want to know what kind of makes you get into that, and tell us just how you feel about how is your life better right now, because I'm sure it's much better.
Well, definitely I appreciate the time, and I am so honored to be able to come and talk to your folks. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun, so definitely I look forward to meeting you all. So I have always been a neat freak. I admit I've always been organized. However, I also have dealt with anxiety all my life. And so I was diagnosed.
I think lots of us have
issues. I was diagnosed with anxiety disorder probably in my mid 20s. And so I went to a therapist. I'm very open about that, and I totally want people who need any type of mental health. Please think about any type of professional therapy. But along those lines, I learned how to biofeed. I learned how to use natural techniques to help me calm down. Well, fast forward, and again, I've always been organized, but then when probably in 2017, and I was going through all this I want to really get more minimalist. I want to actually just simplify my life. And lo and behold, my friend told me about the book Tidying Up with Marie Kondo. It's the life-changing magic of tidying up, and it's by Marie Kondo. So it was totally new to me. I checked it out, read it, and I instantly knew this is how I'm going to help people like me, and meaning people who deal with mental issues, at least for sure, anxiety and stress. So with that said, I went ahead and I read the two books, because there's two. The first one was The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, and then the second one is Spark Joy. So the first one was her first attempt, and it was great. It sold a lot of books. But the second one was even more inclusive. It had so much information, and it just went ballistic in 2015. So I found out after reading the books, I got on board, and I said, oh my gosh, you can actually get certified in teaching this. And I was like, I'm on. That's it. So I went through the certification seminar. And then it took me a year to actually get certified. So it's kind of a big deal. There are just under 400 of us.
Japanese, so they're taking everything too serious. I mean,
exactly
that's how it should be.
Yeah. So the journey is different for anybody, but it's different for everyone. However, it did take me a year. You go through having to make sure that you have a certain amount of hours of tidying with a client. Then you obviously have to have read the books, you go to the seminar, you get those qualifying hours of tidying, and then you actually have to take an exam. So when I say that it's quite prestigious, it is, because right now there's just under 400 of us in the world. So I'm 159 in the world. That's my ranking.
Yeah.
KC 159. KonMari consultant.
I think it's going to be more and more people. But I just
definitely. It's going to grow.
I mean, reading the books is great. Listening podcasts or all this, but I think live presentation, because I was one of them, it really helps. And just I love how people interact and how people share their own problems, and it just motivates you to do more and kind of, because it's a process, you know.
It's a big
And I
process.
always say like to organize, you have to minimize first.
Yeah.
Because it's there's no way you can organize too many things, and so yeah, I'm doing kind of this to help people kind of understand that stuff are stuff. And I mean, that's just I'm not saying you should be a minimalist, but
Right,
just
you
like
don't have to be.
know what you have. And like if you know, I would say if you go to if you need to go to shop first in your closet, you know, just kind of take
Excellent.
those little steps to. And then for me, the reason I was kind of getting all of this, because it's time. Because being a mom and a realtor, I personally, I mean, I don't want to say I don't have time, because that just makes me, I don't have time, but I need to find time that I can use for myself, like to learn Spanish or do yoga or do something for myself. I was just, you know, like as many mom, and especially working mom.
Absolutely.
We're gonna have next event in May for gonna be kind of health workshops. You're welcome to come.
Nice.
It's gonna be really good for moms. I mean, generally women, you know,
Yeah,
and how to kind of, and also we'll talk about holistic health and those fun things. Anyway, so but I also wanna know like what will be the what people like to, what can they expect when they come to your event, to your presentation, and why they should come.
Right. So I have a mission, and I'm quite the disruptor in my industry. Well, the KonMari method of organizing is quite disruptive anyway in the organizing industry. And without giving away too much, but in my case, I actually want to help as many people as possible. So that's why I'm willing to go out in the masses, meaning that I can help people one-on-one, but I can help a lot more people virtually. So
I just want to say, sorry to interrupt, but if you guys like can't make it, or if you come and you want to learn more, definitely you can get a consultation, or Katie can come to your house, and you know, you'll definitely get that one-on-one, which sometimes some people need that. They don't have time to go, you know, and it's probably much better to do that way, but you can come to the event and learn a lot. So
right,
either way.
Right. So what will happen is I will break down how that I like to call it the system, but it's only because I see it as a system, and I get to say that because it's my version of the KonMari method of organizing. Legally, I get to say that. So my version of the KonMari method is more taking it to a system, and when you have systems in your life, you can duplicate those systems. When you can duplicate systems, that means you have simplified your life. So I'll break the method down, the KonMari method down, so you'll learn the components of it. Mm-hmm. Then I'll show you what happens after, or I'll explain what happens after a tidying festival. Then I'll explain how that translates into other parts of your life. And the ultimate goal is actually to help people understand that with this system, mm-hmm. you can actually take your stress level from here, which is neutral, right, to a new level of neutral. So the idea is that when you, Marie Kondo, and I'll say this again and again, Marie Kondo has elevated the idea of organizing. She has taken it to another level. She has taken something very mundane, which is organizing, and taken it to a higher vibration. She wants you to understand that when you do this, not only will you be organized for life, which is my tagline, but you will now elevate the rest of your life. Because again, this system will take you through your life, other components of your life, and it will help you. So it's very phenomenal, and I'm obviously...
I mean, you guys have to come. That's all I can say. But, you know, I also want to say that systems are everything. And
yes.
I, as a realtor, and we are independent owners, you know,
right.
we take care about everything, especially in the beginning, because you have to do everything by yourself. So it's quite, you know, until I can suggest everybody find some help because you can't really do everything. But I totally understand how systems are important. Yeah. However, I think that most of us get focused on our careers or, you know, different things. But I think we should start with ourselves and our homes, which are the base, I think, for everyone. Maybe not everyone, but most people. And I think that's where you have to start. And then you go to other aspects of your life. I really believe that the successful person is not just in one level.
Nope.
We have to be I just read somewhere, I'm not sure where I read it, but like you have to be in good relationship with your kids, have a good job with your pets, just be, I think everything is with your neighbors, I think it's really, life, it's not just one aspect, it's too many aspects, and simplifying your home is just gonna make a big difference. It really, I started doing and it really helped me. As you said, mentally, I'm also kind of, I love organizing, but I think I just kind of organize. It's never organized, because you have to get rid of the stuff, not just in the sake of having everything on the spot, and your home should look great, but also emotionally, because we hold so many things, and really blocks our person, I don't know how to say, our body,
persona, you have to be
so
able to connect.
Just let it go, because I learned that, and I'm so happy, and try every day, get rid of something because you really don't need it. And I just found this good tip, in your closet, if you don't use something for you can just kind of turn out the thing that you kind of put your clothes on,
right, the hanger.
So for a couple months you can I started whatever I use, I'll kind of put in a different way, so I know I use this. It's just kind of interesting, so that way, because I really, I always I don't want this, because I'm gonna wear it in this way. I know things I really love it and I want to keep them, and the things that I don't, just say bye-bye, and you'll feel much better.
I agree, and you definitely have some good tips there, so listen to that one. That was a good tip.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure, I could talk to you forever, probably. But is there anything else you want to tell us, or I'll just kind of finish with tell them how much fun we'll have, and also after the event we'll have some. We have a beautiful patio outside where we're gonna have some. You can have drinks and some food, and so it'll be fun. But anything else you can kind of, I don't know, just give them a tip, or.
I would say, just come with an open mind and understand that, this is quite revolutionary, just in the thought process, but you might actually find that it enlightens you and it makes you feel lighter. So, be open, and I think you'll have a lot of fun, actually.
Okay, so I just want to say that I was one of your events, and I really enjoyed it, and it was very opening. So please come, and as I said, if you cannot make it, please contact me or Katie, and she'll be happy to sit with you one-on-one and talk more about everything. So thank you. Have a great day.
Take care.